Welcome to the Emerging Lawyer series at the Coffee Conversation Show, powered by the Emerging India Forum TIF and a tech partner, Prime Infotech Solution. Theme is the Corporate Counsel's Playbook on legal strategy and business growth. We have with us Vishnu Salunke, Head Legal Compliance and Company Secretary at Cherise India Pvt Limited, a seasoned corporate counsel with over 13 years of experience in corporate law, compliance, and governance. Vishnu has played a crucial role in structuring high value transactions, optimizing compliance frameworks, and aligning legal strategy with business growth. With a background spanning top institutions like National Law School of India University, XLRI, and NC, he's not just a legal expert but a business enabler. So, welcome Vishnu to today's coffee conversation.
Hello, Mr. Virani. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Yeah,
Okay.
yes, yes, very much.
I thought that my
Thank you so much.
yeah. Fine. Okay, let me explain you the flow. There are three rounds.
Yeah,
Professional journey round, personal journey round, and a surprise rapid
perfect.
fire round for which you have to be witty, fun, and quick. And a book give you milega.
Sure.
Legal
Thank you
AA
so much.
101, which will be autographed and sent to you. Yeah.
Looking
So,
forward.
friends, I'm Lion Amir Virani, host of Coffee Conversation and Legal Tech Evangelist at Prime Infotech Solution, author of 15 books. We help law firms, corporate legal, startups, SMEs with world class technology, software licensing, and tech training solutions. So, my first question, Vishnu ji, you have an extensive background in legal compliance and corporate governance. What inspired you to take this career path?
Yeah, thank you. And this is very interesting question. Actually, I to be start with, basically, I was not sure until my completion of my sort of say, I can say second year of BCommerce. So then finally I decided. When in second year of commerce, we had certain subjects like mercantile law and business law related subjects. I found them quite intriguing because I was not so quite a numbers person. So I thought doing CA would not probably I would not enjoy much, but something relating to law and legal subject, because I had since inception only. When I hail from a rural background in my village. Um, the most influential person were basically politicians and okay, government servants at that point in time. So when I started reading, I could come to know that, like, basically all the big stalwart freedom fighters like Barrister Nehru, Barrister Savarkar, Dr. Ambedkar, these all people, they were having legal background, like Gandhi and everybody. So at that point in time, I thought this is some great profession and some great study which actually makes greater human beings out of you. So, and that's practically also, then I thought this will be a legal profession, will also provide me some sort of autonomy rather than being just an corporate employee. So that is what I started.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go into the conversation.
Yeah.
Uh, Vishnu, what are some of the biggest legal risks companies overlook when scaling their business?
Yes, so especially like it mostly depends on the industry to industry, but if I have a more of a manufacturing background, a little bit of a service also. But in manufacturing, generally, what happens when there's a plethora of laws, say, starting from industrial law, labor law, pollution control regulations, Shop Act, and so many things. But what happened when the business is growing and the operations and management teams, they are at the decision making level, and they are not so like fully equipped with the legal or regulatory aspects. Say, for example, if the management wants to expand a company, so they just try, like, practically, and the legal, till now the traditional approach was that legal was the last persons to, no, it was more of a reactive function earlier. But now, say, for example, as I given an example, factory expansion, or some new addition of machines in the manufacturing shop floor. So there has to be a factory layout approved from dish authorities, director of health and safety perspective under factory act. and layout approval. Then your license to be amended. Then your consent to operate from MPCB, like Pollution Control Act. So many things are there. So these are things generally missed in the haywire and in the rush of expanding business. And apart from the compliances issue which are not elaborately mapped and assessed. Say, for example, tax related litigation generally, tax compliances are generally every small and medium sized company generally they hire firstly the accounts team or HR team. So those are generally taken care of, but other compliances like regulatory compliances and industry specific compliances are sometimes missed. So yeah.
Wow.
So
So, Vishnuji, how do you handle legal negotiation with investors, given your experience in funding transactions worth over 100 crores?
yes, so basically, legal this negotiation with investor is more of a strategic nature and which is done on very board and promoter level generally. Okay, the broad framework of it is decided by the promoters and the board of directors with the investor. But when the legal gets the term sheet, there are lot many detailing zoom in and zoom out points are there on a practical implementation perspective on because broadly this high level decision making it is just they give just broad sketch of the what will be the step percentage of stakes the investor will take whether they will have a board seat or not, whether they will have a board observer or what kind of MIS and what kind of control, what are the reserve points for which the company will go to the investor, etc. These are broadly decided, but there are many nuances and detailing part of which are most of a sort of a operational and which are technical and legal in nature, but those are having a consequences, financial or otherwise. Those are generally when we expand, when the term sheet comes to the legal team or the secretarial team, and when we ask pertinent question, detailing of it, then there are many small, even though these are smaller points, but there are a lot many things which can be further negotiated or elaborated and convinced and persuaded with the investor in the best interest of the company and the promoter.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, Vishnu, you have structured high value transactions and played a role in major deals. Can you walk us through a particular complex legal transactions and how did you navigate it?
Yeah, sure. So basically, apart from my recent this thing, one of the earlier organization, I had an opportunity to be a single point of contact for Excel by promoter-driven company. That was a listed company. That listed company had a wholly owned subsidiary of which I was a legal counsel and company secretary. So starting from setting of a data bank, first of all, actually. Doing the compliance assessment before this decision by the board to sell this particular company, there were a lot many preparations, initial assessment, and those things I could basically try and do the best possible manner. Then setting up a data bank, then dealing with legal due diligence, the legal counsel of the buyer side, and financial tax and other diligence, and whatever queries used to come as to like basically reward them along with in consultation with management, of course. Um, and I mean that deal in June 18 around that time, and we could do that deal in a record time of around say 3 month within 3 months or so. So the promoter company sold 100% stakes to US MNC, uh, and there were certain points which were quite challenging in condition precedents okay before closing the deal, but somehow we will able to give them assurances and those were converted to conditions subsequent, and things happened positively and deal within a very before time we could crack that deal. And also in the subsequent simultaneously also there was a reclassification of promoter of a listed company and that particular this thing, that deal that also we were able to get from SEBI and the stock exchanges. So this is one of the example. And recently also in my current organization, we were looking for a new leased premises factory for factory. So I had laid that particular activities from starting from approaching to the proposed licensor, finding out the suitable property as per the suggested by management, and doing the due diligence, not only legal papers, but due diligence of the zoning regulation and the industrial area, proximity, connectivity, etc., water availability, industrial relation point of view, which location will be better. So those broadly, along with the cross-functional teams, I could we could found that particular plant and lease. And additionally, here also the licensor were insisting on the even company was also looking for long-term lease of 10 years. And I helps convince management that if we structure this deal as a live and license in Maharashtra instead of lease, we will save around because we lease we attract around 5% of the stamp duty of the consideration amount for 10 years, and it is very sizable. And we can do that live and license for 5 years, and also take a side agreement, which will be between it will be a binding between licensor and licensee, and thereby we can save a stamp duty of a very considerable size, say around 25 or 30 lakhs. Uh, okay, and also achieve the objective of the management. So yeah, these are some uh, major, uh, I can
Interesting
say.
and impressive.
Yeah, thank you so
Okay.
much.
Uh, Vishnu, you have successfully optimized compliance frameworks while reducing legal cost. What strategies do you use to balance compliance with business efficiency and the goals?
Yes, sure. So first of all, I believe because as a legal function, we are a business enabler. Gone were the days when legal were considered to be as a cog in the wheel traditionally. But uh, uh, because if business prosper, all functions are there to support business and to enable business to the extent possible within the four corner of law. So the point is basically it not that being a business friendly doesn't mean that you're doing non-compliance or you are violating the law, but there are alternative solutions. There are some risk mitigation strategies which can be used. So we try and see that the law is adhered to, the compliance is adhered to the extent practically possible. And also, if there are certain points, there are obviously there in India there are plethora of central law, state law, regulation, local laws, etc. Sometimes it is not possible to somehow, even though the intention is not to do this thing, but we take alternative and try and see how this risk can be mitigated and business is enabled rather
Wow.
than saying no directly to business.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, Vishnu, what got you motivated to go for further education at INSEAD and XLRI, and how is it helping your career? And can you briefly tell us about the programs you're doing at INSEAD and XLRI?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So, yeah, that's a great question. In fact, like uh, after around, say, I did my LLB law from Pune University in 2010, CS immediately in June. Simultaneously, I was doing CS in law at that point in time. It was a long gap, and many initial 5 6 years as a being in-house legal counsel or in-house legal company secretary, I was having a lot of challenges to actually understanding the business aspect of things. Okay, so I was thinking that I'm at last or service end. Okay, I was not able to initially to start with, of course. So somehow, how can I gain more understanding of business strategy, how organizations are run, how decisions at a board level and management level are being made. So then, of course, from functional area to becoming a generalist or becoming a leader, good managers to start with, and then becoming slowly, slowly how to become a good leader. Okay, so these are the some of my mentors suggested me that I should do this some cross functional some additional learning, and of course this has been very much helping me to understand XLRI course and even inside also to understand strategic management perspective, the big picture of business, why particular thing is to be done in such a manner only, this way only, and getting to know about the cross functional areas, what are their pain points, what are how they function, so that I will be better able to serve them as a legal function. And also legal is actually is a cross, I believe that it is a not a standalone subject, it is a actually
Mm.
connecting dots, it's a interdisciplinary approach subject actually, because it is more of a understanding more of a societal structure, political structure, and then coming to sort of a regulating. Uh, so there is a lot many dimension to law. So therefore, this has been tremendously helping me to further deep dive my understanding about business, about organization, about strategy, and those things. So
Wow.
yeah, yes.
So, Vishnu, who has influenced you from the corporate legal world?
Yeah, so corporate legal world, there are many stalwarts, starting with like there are many my earlier colleagues, bosses. Um, but especially if I name very exceptional, outstandingly is Mr. Nani Palkhiwala, who was an in-house counsel for Tata's initially, and a very outstanding lawyer, constitutional lawyer. Yeah, and earlier also Dr. Ambedkar. Uh, and in current scenario also, there are a lot many like uh, senior professional general counsel of many companies which whom I follow. But I cannot name them. There are many people actually. Yes.
Okay. So, my last question, what role does technology play in a corporate legal compliance?
Yes, of course. The technology has very huge role to play because, as I told you, uh, technology has enabled the legal function as such in a corporate to go beyond merely legal with the help of various tools, techniques, various systems and processes. It has reduced a lot of time of in-house legal counsels, in-house legal teams, so that they can add more value in a strategic work rather than doing mundane repetitive work. Like say, for example, contract life cycle management tools are there, compliance management tools are there. So it has significantly reduced my or legal counsel's time in a lot of repetitive or mundane work which can be delegated or automated through technology. Yeah,
Wow.
that's a significant
So,
role to play.
good. So, let's go to the next round and understand Vishnu as a person. Tell us about your family and your formative years, Vishnu.
Yeah, sure, sure. So basically, I hail from a place called Aurangabad. It is near to Elerok Caves, and I come from a family of farmers. In my family, near family, almost everybody is into agriculture. Um, I was sort of a first law graduate from my nearby relatives, or sort of a say, and the first company secretary qualified from my taluka place, sort of thing. So it was very much a new journey for me, and it has been so challenging and till now very much fulfilling, actually.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's go to memory down the lane, your experiences, memories at National School of India University.
Yes. So National Law School, that is a Masters in Business Law is a distance learning program offered by NLSIU Bangalore that I pursued with my job while I was working with from 2015 to 20. It took around 5 years, but the content of the course is very elaborative and very much helpful for in-house counsel, so that I can brush up my many legal and business law related concepts, and we're able to apply them through my job roles at during that stings and thereafter also, which has actually honed my legal and technical skill by further deep dive into those subjects. It is very fulfilling. Yeah. Thank you.
So, what's a hobby or passion outside of law that keeps you energized?
Yeah. So apart from law, hobbies, I like to read mostly autobiographies, biographies, or self-help or self-improvement books. And additionally, I also like to listen to Indian classical music. I'm a very much ardent follower of Pandit Bhimsen Joshi, and also certain some good movies, English, Hindi, and Marathi as well. It depends on the mood, actually.
So, who's your biggest cheerleader from your family and friends?
Yeah, a cheerleader from my family. My father is my inspiration in terms of how he started, and how much like hard work he has done, and he also have a very good social contribution at his own level. Father, of course, is there. Apart from my father, my wife has significantly supported me during profession, especially professional, because my father, my family, they are not so educated. They are sort of very less educated, basic merely 10th and 12th. Okay, so they were not able to understand what are the challenges of becoming a lawyer, challenges of becoming a CS, and how what it entails this career. Okay, this is altogether new for them, so they were not able to understand. Okay, how much time it takes, and like what is the path and everything. But my wife has helped me through 9 years or so, from thicks and thins and thicks of the profession, ups and downs of corporate job and everything. So yes, my wife and kids also.
So, how do you spend your weekend, Vishnu?
Yeah, weekend I spend with my kids. First of all, on Sundays I try and play with them 1 hour, mostly cricket. My two sons, Harsha and Yash. So I play at least half an hour, 1 hour I play with them. Okay, and thereafter, an evening, we try to see one good movie together. Yeah, and my personally, I like to spend time with reading some good books.
Wow.
Yeah, and
So, what are
listening
your
to
goals?
some
Sorry,
classical
tell me
music.
about your
Yeah,
books. Which book
yeah,
are you reading?
so-
Recently, which
yeah,
book are you reading?
yeah. Recently, yeah, I can say, but two, three books I would like to mention. Actually, first
Please.
one is The Alchemist by Paulo Paulo. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
which has that book has pushed me from a small town to Pune. That made me to come to Pune to study, actually. Because I had a dream in 12th that I wanted to study in Pune. I did not have a very sound financial background that till that point in time to come to study in Pune, because of educational expenses and so on thing. But because of that book, I came to Pune. Thereafter, I can mention the monk who sold his Ferrari has helped me to do my law CS without coaching, and also self-funded. And I was doing night job and doing college in morning and CS in evening. So that has helped me. Recently, the book which impacted me is The Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. It has actually significantly helped me broaden my mindset, uh, the sapiens, the history of mankind through ages, how the human mankind has evolved and developed through ages, lakhs of and crores of years. So that book, I can say, yeah,
Wow.
thank you.
So, Vishnu, what are your goals for 2025 personally and professionally?
Yeah, 2025, I this year personally I would like to be more uh, personally financial, to getting better at financial planning, personal financial planning, and professionally I want to get more subject matter expertise in legal subjects, and emotional mastery, which I'm trying uh, to become more emotionally intelligent. That is what I'm
Wow.
trying to look for.
Beautiful. Okay. Uh, so, my last two questions. What would you recommend when one visits Aurangabad? What should he do for visiting places and to have good food.
Yes. Recently, yeah, Aurangabad has been renamed as a Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. Uh, okay. So, but yeah, of course, it's an old city, established by Malik Ambar, the Mughal emperor. Or in Aurangabad, there are food joints I know of, which is mostly of non-veg, non-vegetarian places. There is a very famous restaurant called Sagar Restaurant in Budhi Lane, the old Aurangabad area. Okay, wherein you get great non-veg food, and there are other places also. Uh, and apart from in the city, you ask me the places to go for are Bibika Maqbara is there, Pawan Chakki is there, nearby Krishneshwar Temple, Daulatabad Fort, and Ellora Kailas caves are there. So it's a great place. Ajanta is also nearby. So
Mhm.
one must go and see the beauty, the seven wonders of the world. The Kailas Leni
Yes.
is called as.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
My last question, it's a googly one. Describe Vishnu in one line.
Work in progress.
Wow.
Yeah.
So let's go to the next round and have some fun. The
Uh,
rapid fire round. Your go-to
yeah.
comfort food.
Varan bhat,
Wow.
dal chawal
Your
in
favorite
Hindi.
color. Your
Favorite
favorite color.
color. Favorite color, light blue.
Your dream travel place.
In India, I like to visit Kerala and Northeast. And
Wow.
outside India, I want to hear of Europe, especially
Wow.
Italy and those places. Yes.
Wow. You're an early bird or a night owl?
Early riser.
Best piece of advice received.
Best piece of advice received. Not to think too much.
Tea or coffee to recharge.
Uh, Depends, but preferably tea.
Okay, let's raise.
Thank you.
So you did well, and here's your book, which will be autographed and sent to you. So, friends, it was a lovely conversation and inspiring one coming from a small town, Aurangabad, coming from a family of agriculturalists. Vishnu has carved his part, and uh, he's a double, what do you say, double qualification, a lawyer, a company secretary, and he has not stopped on his upskilling further education. That's very inspiring. He's doing course from INSEAD and XLRI. So all those coffee speakers inspires our viewers out there. So all those young legal professionals, watch this episode if you want to be get into corporate legal department. This episode and keep yourselves upskill, not only limit. So, because there are many things happening in the legal world, and since when you enter a corporate legal, you are a business enabler, as Vishnu shared. So, you should know about the leadership, management, so many things which can be. You have to go for courses, upgrade your skills, and everything. So, get inspired from our 450 plus coffee speakers at the Coffee Corner Show. Subscribe and implement in your lives all the learnings which they are sharing. And if it will be featured like Vishnu, visit our website, the Emerging India Forum, or LinkedIn company page, or connect with one of the coffee speakers to put in a word for you and get invited and to share your journey over a cup of coffee. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity, Mr. Mirani. Thank you.